Okay, so welcome back to class, everyone. Let's look at the solution for the first question. We want to find the perimeter or circumference of the following shapes. A rectangle with length 62 centimeters and width 14 centimeters. So we know that the perimeter of a rectangle is equal to 2 multiplied by length plus width. So that will give us 2 multiplied by 62 plus 14, which is equal to 2 multiplied by 76, which is equal to 152 centimeters. Justin, did you get this?
Yes, miss.
Okay. Next, we want to find the perimeter or the circumference of a circle with a radius of 5 meters. So our two constants will always be 2 and pi. And pi, as we all know, is 3.1415. So we're going to multiply that by 5 to give us 31.415 meters. And that is our circumference of our circle. C, we have a 16 centimeter by 12 centimeters rectangle. So this 16 is our length and this 12 is our width. So again, we're going to calculate 2 multiplied by 16 plus 12 will give us 2 multiplied by 28, which will give us 56 centimeters. Last, we have a square that is 17 centimeters long on one side. And we know that for the perimeter of a square, it's 4 multiplied by s. So therefore, 4 multiplied by s is equal to 4 multiplied by 17, which is equal to 68 centimeters. Justin, did you get all these correct?
Yes, miss.
Okay, so you told me at the beginning of class that you were having some difficulties with number 2. I'm going to go through this very slowly, and then you'll tell me at which point you were having difficulties. So when I reach to the point that you're having difficulty, just stop me and tell me what you didn't understand, okay? All right.
All right.
So we have the perimeter of a certain square is 1.8 meters long. They want to find what is the side length of that square. So perimeter is equal to 4 multiplied by side. We have the perimeter, we have our 4, which is constant, but we don't know what the side is. So basically what we do, because on whatever we do on one side of the equation, we're going to do it on the other side of the equation. So let me just pull up a text box here. And here, what we are going to do is we're going to divide 1.8 divided by 4 is equal to 4 divided by 4 multiplied by s, because s, we don't know what s is, right? And that is how we end up with, now when we divide 1.8 divided by 4, this is the figure that we got here, all right? Because 4 divided by 4 is equal, so let me just work this out so that you'll see how it works out. Right. So we have 1.8, and we're gonna have it as a fraction. Right, let me just remove this. So you have 1.8 divided by 4 is equal to 1 multiplied by s. And that will then give us this figure that we have down here. So s is equal to 1.8 divided by 4, which will give you 0.45 meters. And what we did is to convert meters to centimeters. Justin, do you remember how we convert meters to centimeters?
Yes, miss. 1 centimeter is 10 millimeters. No, the meters is 100 centimeters.
All right. So 0.45 meters, we multiply it by 100 and we will get 45 centimeters, correct?
Yes, miss.
So do you understand how we got this answer now?
Yes, miss. The only thing time out, miss, was I was wondering if it was to convert to centimeters.
When in doubt, I suggest you always convert to the smallest unit,
All right.
especially when you deal with small figures like these. You could have easily converted the 1.8 into centimeters and then work from there, or convert your answers into centimeters. All right, so let me just put this here. Okay, so number 3. If the perimeter of a rectangle is 58 millimeters and its width is 1 centimeter, what is its length? So we have 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. And basically it's the same thing we're doing here. We don't know the length of the rectangle, so we're gonna follow the equation. We're gonna plug in the values for the values that we do have. So we have 58 is equal to 2 multiplied by length plus 10. Then we have, because we have 2 on this side of the equation, we are going to divide 58 by 2 on this side and divide 58 by 2 on this 2 by length plus 10 divided by 2 on this side. So here we will get 58 over 2. And then when we will have length plus 10. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. So we get 58 divided by 2 is equal to 29, which is equal to length plus 10. And basically what we're gonna do to make L, or length, the subject of the formula, we're going to subtract 10 from either side. So 29 subtract 10 will give you length, which is 19, and 10 subtract 10 will give you 0, obviously, so that leaves just length. And that is why we have down here, length is equal to 29, subtract 10, which is equal to 19 millimeters. Justin, did you get this?
Yes, miss.
Kimoy?
Yes, miss.
Okay, these are the solutions to the question. So were you successful with number 1 and number 2?
Yes, miss.
Okay, so we're moving on to number 4. The measured distance around a circular tube is 73.6 centimeters. What is the radius of the tube? So we have the circumference, we have our constants, which is 2 and pi, and we are going to do the same thing that we did before. Now, in order to make pi r the formula of the equation, the subject of the equation, we are going to divide 76.3 by 2 multiplied by 3.145. And when we divide, remember whatever is done on the left-hand side of the equation must be done to the right-hand side of the equation. So we are also dividing 2 multiplied by 3.1415 by 2 multiplied by 3.1415, which cancels each other out and leaves only r, which is our radius. And that is how we get r is equal to 73.6 divided by 2 multiplied by 3.1415, which gives us 11.7 centimeters. Just a minute, right? Right? Right. So anybody has any questions, comments, feel free to do so now or forever hold your peace.
Actually, I understand the whole number 1. When I reach number 2 here, with the 1.8 meters long, I'm getting confused.
All right, so tell me at which point you're confused, Khadija.
All right, they say given that the perimeter of a certain square is 1.8 meters long,
Mm-hmm.
what is the side length of that square?
Mm-hmm.
I just yes.
All right, so just a minute. We will sort that out. Where is it like? Okay, so let me go back here. Just a minute, trying to get the whiteboard back. So right. So let's look at this, right? The first thing we're gonna do is look at the formula. So the formula for perimeter of a square is equal to 4 multiplied by the length of one side, right? So we don't know what the length of the side of the square is. That's what we want to find. So let's plug in the values that we do have. So we have the perimeter, 1.8 meters is equal to 4 multiplied by S. You with me here, Khadija?
Yeah.
Right. We can do one out of two things. We can convert the meters to centimeters, or we can leave it as is and convert our final answer to centimeters. So I'll leave it as is. So we now get 1.8, and I'm going to divide this by 4. Right? That is equal to, just out of the division line. 4 multiplied by S. Now come down here, divided by 4. So I'm going to put a line to represent the division now. Right? All right. So now we go into the next step. We're going to calculate. So we have, let me get the calculator on the screen. Should see what's good. Can you see the calculator?
No, all we see is the body.
The whiteboard.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see if I can share the screen. So, okay. That's not. Apparently, you will not get to see it. Okay, whatever. You'll only be able to see the whiteboard. Right. So what we're going to do is we're going to calculate them. So 1.8 divided by 4 will give us 0.45. Right? And we're going to do the same thing on this side. So 4 divided by 4 will give us 1 multiplied by S. Now, we want to make S the subject of the formula. So we have 0.545, right? And we're going to divide that by 1. And we're going to divide 1 multiply. So this is going to leave us with S. So now S is the subject of the formula, which is our side when we divide everything by 1. So now, or when we multiply everything by 1, as the case may be. we can simply switch it around and say S is equal to 0.45 meters. And what we're gonna do, we are going to convert this into centimeters. So we're gonna convert to centimeters. So 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeters. Therefore, 0.45 meters is equal to 100 multiplied by 0.45. And that will give us 45 centimeters. So 0.45 meters is equal to 45 centimeters. And that is how we get the answer that we have here on the board.
Yeah, I now understand.
That's good, good. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a screenshot of that. And I'm gonna take a screenshot of this and I'm gonna post it into the group. We have 10 minutes left. You guys can, hold on. Right, so we have 10 minutes left. Everybody can log off, take a break. I want you back here at 6:41 p.m. please, on the dot, and we'll resume correcting this. So I'm gonna log off the meeting now.